Ugh. Hold on, hold on. Let me hold on. Just make sure. Okay. Ah. So where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? I don't want to fight. Oh, I can identify everything. Hmm. Hmm. That was horrible. That was horrible. That was horrible. That was horrible. Hmm. I'll just start the show with this right here. We're going to break it down. If you're watching this on Facebook, you need to go to YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitter, you need to go to YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch, you need to go to YouTube. Type in Made for the Bill. MadeFortheBille. Write it out. Made for the Bill. Come join us. We got to have a discussion tonight. An unavoidable discussion tonight. So Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, come join us at Made for the Bill. Hit the like button the minute you get in here. It will help get the word out, the conversation, and the red alert we got to have tonight. So, Red State, care to join me? Red State Cashmere, you care to join me? Facebook is getting shut down. 3, 2, 1, bang. Hi, Debbie. Twitch gets shut down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Twitter is shut down in 3. Robert joining me as well. 3, 2, 1, bang. That was bad. When you ask a question, it's one of those up the ladder questions, right? Up the ladder questions. There's one play that happened at about the 18-minute mark. It's one play. I saw the ball going the opposite way, and instead of stopping and changing direction, I watched the player bars just keep on jogging and then just circle around and start jogging back. I saw that play, and I said, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Has to be accountability. I agree, Janky. You got to go Hubert Davis. It is. Listen, there's plenty of blame to go around. So the thing is, it's not a narrative for me. I identify problems. I identify what I think the problem is. I say, okay, you're not disciplining them on this kind of thing. I saw you yell at one of our players for a mistake he made and not yell at another player for the same mistake. When you do that within your team, it sends mixed messages. You lose the motivation in one player, and it frustrates the other player. Trey White took some really bad shots. Coach Payne likes to say confidence is his pet peeve. To me, on the court today, it looked like our coach looked to me like he sacrificed discipline for confidence, which is an easy thing to do. It's easy to do it in your household. It's easy to do it when you're raising your kids. It's easy to do it in sports. It's easy to do it. You know how sometimes you got players who mope because they know it gets soft attention, and then some players get yelled at because you think they can take it, and that's the right way to motivate them. Did Lauren pop somebody already? This is not about job. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be here for the season. And it'd be wasting my time talking about that stuff right now. Our offense struggles so much because we don't get easy baskets. We don't look at the options that are set up for just layups. We do not get turnovers. We do not get deflections on defense. We do not get deflection steals. We don't pressure to create turnovers at all. We do not get deflections. I'm not here to make excuses. Hmm. Hmm. Jocelyn, I was talking to my children tonight before the show started. I was talking to my two kids, and we were all talking about the game. And my daughter told me, first my son was kind of like, you should take the night off. And my daughter was like, you got to go in there and don't chicken out. My daughter told me don't chicken out. Yeah, it's like, coach, if you're not going to substitute based on discipline, on lack of effort, not attacking the ball, it's going to be a breeding ground of lazy play, of casual play. Curtis Williams plays hard. Danilo plays hard. Caleb Glenn plays hard. Danilo, Tyler, Caleb, Mike Payne, Curtis, Mike, Danilo, and Sky. I think Sky plays hard. Hold on. It was extremely disappointing. Should have called practice right after the game, no going out, be at the gym. Yeah, I would have ran him. I would have did that. I agree, Ricky. I'd have fit right to the gym. Or we'd be in film right now. We'd be in film right now, and I'd be showing them. Listen. I'd put my film department out there and show all the lazy plays, the casual plays. I think our assistants are backing up the head coach. But listen, the head coach is in charge of substitution patterns. I know what you're saying. There's a difference between X and O stuff and properly motivating them. Hold on. Lou Primo, like I said, I can separate a play to where I say, okay, that part of the play was coach not enforcing. Okay, let's say this. If a coach tells a kid to do something, he tells him to do the right thing. Now, if he does it wrong and he keeps on letting them play and keep on letting them do it wrong, he told him the right thing to do. But when he didn't do it, you gotta take them out. That's where you find the line between coach's fault, player's fault. I was there when he told you to do this. But I also can say, Coach, you told him to do this. He didn't do it, and you let him keep playing. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have to blame the player or the coach. I can say, yeah, y'all, the teacher-pupil relationship is not working. If they continue to do it, they're not worried about being taken out the game, and you're not taking them out the game. Which means if they do it again, it's going to be your fault now. Even though I heard you tell him to do the right thing. I heard you tell him get in the lane, and if you get in the lane, jump stop. I saw him get in the lane, not jump stop, and made a pass that he's not supposed to make. I heard you tell him what to do. He did it wrong. You know what I'm saying? You didn't. You have to snatch him on that. Yeah, I mean, I know tonight's some emotion. Yeah, I don't want nastiness though. Listen, this is not a place to be nasty. Sorry, I came off that comment too quick. Yeah, but here's the think about what you're saying. He's one of the top 5 coaches in the history of basketball. Yes. Nobody was going to be Rick. Nobody was going to be Denny. Like you're lucky to have 50 years of Rick and Denny. You had 2 of the best, 2 of the top 10 all-timers. He's teaching pro systems, but guys don't have pro discipline. Guys don't have professional fundamentals. He's teaching pro structure. He wants them to think like a pro. They don't have pro fundamentals. They don't have pro motors. So it's crashing. You know what I'm saying? Like a pro knows he has to go out there and get these rebounds for the money. I think he's making big mistakes on the guys. The guys with the best motors are getting criticized or getting they're getting in trouble. The guys with the biggest motors, the guys that are playing the hardest are the first to get in trouble, and the guys that are casual are getting to play through it and just get to survive that thing. Yeah. Tyler, Jovanovich, James. I wouldn't be starting BHH. I mean, he has talent. Not because he doesn't have talent. I wouldn't be starting him because they can't pass to him. He has bad hands in practice. He's not physical enough. He's a skilled guy, but the motor is costing us too much. He can't really catch a traffic. He doesn't go after the ball. Did y'all see the one where he got the ball, or he was going to the basket and he just threw it up and was falling before he even really got contact? Ask Steve about it. We were watching it together. No, he hasn't had enough. He knows everybody has eyeballs. He knows what he saw. He knows what he's going to have to do in the film room. He knows this is going to be some of the poorest film we've ever had to watch. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Talent isn't the issue. I agree with that. Listen, it's not staff. Guys hesitant. Listen, this team, again, to save this season, if you say this season, if you want to make this season a successful season, it has to be sub on defense and hustle. Early on in the game, as soon as you saw those shots go up and you saw guys not rebounding the same way they rebounded last game, I was like, oh shit. You could see it early. You can see it early. They, listen, they won that game last week. You had a big rebounding margin. Everybody forgot about rebounding, and the coach did not get on them for not rebounding. I'm extremely salty. Like, that's no, listen, I don't have to hide that. No, listen, everybody was embarrassed. You think that staff didn't feel embarrassed? Don't get nasty, y'all. You don't have to get nasty. Our opponents are having a blast. Facts. This is a fact, wrestling. You got eyeballs. We all got eyeballs. Like I said, I understand you want guys to be confident. You don't want guys to be scared to shoot. But when they get beat on defense, you gotta start pulling guys. When a shot goes up and 3 rebounds, and then 2 plays later, another 3 rebounds, that whole fucking lineup gotta go. Like, they gotta go. They gotta feel some urgency. Like, I won't blame the players for lack of urgency anymore. I will not blame. And listen, I know what a bad bounce looks like. Sometimes you got to get snatched for a bad bounce, because that means you have to find a way to get to the ball quicker. These guys, our players, were leaking out when the shots went up early. They were not focused on rebounds like they were the last game. Yeah, the closeouts were poor. Look, you might get one good closeout, then another terrible closeout. On the challenge, Yep. That's pretty funny. I'm sure that's tongue in cheek. No, it's not. It's not the original lineup. It's the threat. Like the way you motivate them has got to change yesterday. The minute that game ended, your entire structure of motivation has got to change. Period. Mm, I need to bring Alexis on here. Listen, Alex Poitras's sister, Alexis, probably had the best KP breakdown of anybody. He probably did better than I could have done. Told you, like they going down in the chat. Yeah, just don't get nasty. Yeah, the money's not the issue. But here's the problem. Flowers would have been playing the exact same position he's playing now. He would have been a wing. You're praying for the worst? I am hopeful, not confident. I am hopeful, but I'm not confident because I know how much of an extreme, like how much intensity he's gonna have to pick up, and it's gonna take him doing some stuff that he hadn't done. Like I said, he let people play through it. You know, you let people. You think they're gonna learn. You think they're gonna start boxing out harder. It's like no, they're not. Ah. Yeah, and this one was that one looks like last year. That one looks like a last year, so he can't dodge that question. He can't dodge that question. This looks like last year. Now that's a fact. I mean, listen, but here's the problem. That's really bad what was out there. So that has nothing to do with being spoiled. Fan being mad today has nothing to do with being spoiled. But these last 4 or 5 years has been spoiled stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's gonna get his year, and just standing up tall. Guys standing straight up. If they're not in guarding position, they can't be. Like you have to literally say, if you're not in guarding position, if you're not standing down, or if you're not down squatted down, you gotta get it out. It's not okay. You get paid to know basketball and you get paid to motivate. As an assistant coach, you can find tweaks. You know, you can find buttons to push. Head coach has to motivate the entire team. It's like, you know, head coach is in charge of the motivation culture. And I don't think, like tonight, you did not look like you had a motivated culture as a head coach, in my opinion. Now that whole part, listen, I lived through that, so I won't even. Trying to go, let's see what's going on here. Listen, okay, here's the problem with what you're saying, Jeff. I know what you're saying, Jeff, but here's the problem. What if when you see a practice, you see everybody playing hard, but then when you get to the game, that guy's, you know, like I said, Trey took a lot of bad shots. He stays in the game. He's cool. Brandon, late to the play, not hustling, not playing urgent. He stays in the game. Danilo comes in. He's playing hard. He's playing urgent. He's making the right plays. And then if he gets beat one time, you pull him out, or Curtis Williams, he gets yelled at, he gets barked at, I'm like, no, you might be barking at the wrong dudes. You know what I'm saying? So in practice, they're all going against each other. But with five, you're putting in the game, you put the best five out there. You need to put the five hardest working guys out there. The five guys that are going to give you, the 5 guys, 6 guys, 7 guys that are going to give you max effort, even if they're not as talented as Brandon, JJ, you know what I'm saying, Trey. Okay, so here's one of those things where analytics. He had 8 rebounds in like the first. He had 8 rebounds in like the first couple of minutes. But if you watch the game and you just said eyeballs, the eye test, I wasn't happy. I was not happy with the eye test. We can go. Listen, Red State, you and I, we need to go meet at BW3's and watch the game together. And we what we should do? We should chart which rebounds came from effort and which rebounds came from just, being under the basket and being tall. How many rebounds did you have to go get? Yeah. Like, look, watch 2 minutes into the second half. Watch the body language of BHH. And of course, my eyes get drawn to him more because you need him to be good. And if you need him to be assertive. But I'm also a guard, and I know how he don't want the ball. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 I mean, yeah, there's 1,000 ways to peel a potato. Yeah. Just the culture of who gets to play through mistakes and who doesn't. They're all joined at the hip. No, they all just pissy. You don't have the energy to fight tonight. Man, I hope the like button for this room goes up. They have better individual skills, but they're not better. They're not better motors. None of the motors really got better. But then that's when I say coaches. If coach can't get them to play more urgent, then you're just in trouble. Yeah, but there's always, like I said, there's always a guard or two on every Chattanooga, every Cleveland State, every every DePaul, there's always two guards that are going to be a handful. So they're like I separate narratives from real sports stuff. Like I said, when Rick was getting tore up by guards, it happened all the time on small school guards. We only hit 6 threes. Oh, wait a minute. You've been in here commenting like that and you didn't even watch the game? You didn't even watch the game and you're in here commenting like that? You didn't watch the game and you in here commenting like that? You didn't even watch the game and you in here commenting like that? I know you better be lying. Sorry. I want to go with that. Hold on. You didn't watch the game and you've been in here commenting like that? See, that's the kind of situation that makes me want to say, okay, you had your mind made up before you even got hired. You didn't even watch the game? No, he didn't, Bickett. He didn't act like Diener was the problem. That was a. Oh, I did see them too. Yeah, what else? But listen, but here's the problem. Post game was killing Mac too. Post game was killing Mac the exact same way. So, like I said, I know how to separate the basketball from the narrative. And people who didn't even watch the game and are the loudest in the chat. Listen, talent is not the problem. I 100%. Why don't you ever comment exit velocity? Why is tonight the first time I've seen you in here? Oh God! Like I said, there's plenty to be upset about, but I don't have to do the nasty. I don't have to do the nasty comment. Some things, coach, but like I said, it's going to be a trickle down effect. Coach, you can tell them to do the right thing, but if you're not giving them motivation to do the right thing, coach, you're messing that up. If you're not substituting them based on doing the right thing, if you're not running them more, if you're not disciplining them more, if you're not like guys falling down all the time, like if you're not jumping on that stuff harshly and immediately, you may see it, but the way you discipline your children, you can know your kid is lying. Some parents know their kid is lying and they let them, they give them an excuse. Some parents ground them for the rest of the month. F. F. Tonight I would go F. Tonight I would go F. Hold on. Yeah, I would go F. I would go F. Because I saw, and sorry, I gotta get another cube of ice. I saw that. I saw tonight. That team was not properly motivated. That team was not properly motivated tonight at all. It had nothing to do with X's and O's. That team. Hold on. I didn't see. That team was not properly motivated. Cheers to the opinion. I'm fair, but I'm firm. No way do I call in sick. No way do I call in sick. We gotta tell it like it is. But cheers, thank you for supporting, and thank you for my libation. Sorry, lost my spot. Okay, I gotta catch up. Brickley was in town. Bad. On my March Madness bracket. Yes, I agree with that. I mean, are we gonna blame him for the last 5 years though? Yeah, you don't have to be violent to properly motivate kids. Wait a minute, why are we doing 3-digit numbers in the chat? Yeah, man, hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. If y'all don't hit the like button tonight, listen, I could have easily, y'all know what I could have done with my night? I put everything in the world on hold so I could be here with you tonight. The least you can do is take a second to say, all right, I'll give him a like button. At least we get to sit in here. At least I get to vent. Even if I don't like what Maven has to say, at least I get I'm up. I get to talk some Louisville sports. I've been terrorizing Twitter. I'm terrorizing Facebook. Now I'm gonna terrorize Maven's midnight. Listen, I'm not happy. I am not happy. That was an embarrassing performance. That was embarrassing. There's no way to put it. It was an embarrassing performance out there today. I am disappointed in the staff. I am disappointed in the players. There is no, I don't have to listen. And listen, that is a fact. Could you come out and crush it tomorrow? Could you go to practice and start locking things down? Absolutely. That had nothing to do with X's and O's. That had nothing to do with X's and O's. You could have the best X's right now. He might have the best X's and O's. X's and O's is not the problem. The properly motivating your team is more the problem than X's and O's. You tell a kid, if you don't fucking close out, you coming out the game, you won't play. But you gotta say it and they gotta believe it. If they don't believe it, they're not gonna they think that if I get scored on, just go score a bucket and everything will be okay. You cannot coach college basketball like that. You do that in the league. In the league, if somebody busts you in the league, you know what you do? You go, you wipe off your feet and say, give me the ball. In the NBA, if somebody isolates you and scores on you one-on-one, you tell them, hey, give me that ball. And you go bust him. In college, somebody isolates you, go one-on-one, and you don't stop them, you get backdoored because we scouted it out and you got backdoored, you come out the game. I don't care. Trey White got backdoored on a play, right? The ball ended up going out of bounds. Us getting backdoored, pause, is a problem. It's a problem. You have to have a zero tolerance. If you give up the back cut, you're coming out the game. You got to make your players know. If you give up a backdoor layup, you're out. If a shot goes up and you don't have 1 foot in the paint and they get the offensive rebound, you're out. You're out the game. It's not even a discussion. Whoa. Did I read this right? Oh man, listen. Everybody in the chat. Donnell, you in Kuwait? You can't drink? And you gave me cheers? Hey y'all. Y'all know what today is. Well, in about 14 minutes, we'll be celebrating our service members. Everybody, give a good cheers to Donnell right now. Stop what you're doing. Put your bad attitude aside and give Donnell a raise of the glass and a big time cheers. And now, okay, y'all be careful. Y'all gonna get me talking a little too honest. Be careful now. You don't want your boy Maven to get in trouble tonight. I will get in trouble. Now, for the worst idea, the worst cheers, exit, thank you for supporting the channel, is the worst idea in history. But cheers. Alicia, this is what the frustration is. Alicia, the simplest question, and it's the simplest answer. My kids just said it to me tonight. I already knew it. Alicia, it's a simple answer. Alicia, the answer is simple. Coach is spoiling his children. Coach is spoiling his children. He's not mean enough. He's not running them on the treadmill, the punishment running. He's not running them hard enough. He's not punishing them for mental lapses harsh enough. He knows everything we know. He knows everything. Now, when he sees them make a mistake and he wraps his arm around them or tell them, you gotta see that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. He sees everything they're doing wrong, trust me. But he's trying to rebuild confidence and demeanor and stuff like that. In the meantime, it to me, I'm saying, Coach, we can't what's the word? Coach, you can't rehabilitate. You can't massage egos like this. The best coaches in college, I'm sorry, they got to be harsh. You can be harsh. It's not a crime. You have to raise the standard of discipline. You have to establish a higher level of personal discipline. So when I tell y'all, it's not X's and O's. It's the establishment of discipline and urgency. That is the problem. Dunk it or use the glass. Dunk it or use the glass. Everybody we play, they dunk it or they use the glass. Because if they don't, they're in trouble. We all need discipline. We all need discipline. Like I said, I'm not doing the fights where you just want to listen. This is why they got away with getting Rick out of here and Tom out of here and every other guy and Rexy Karma out of here. It's just emotional. I'll say anything to get a click or a view. It's a difference between emotional fire somebody and finding out what's real and what's not. Jumping on Twitter and saying, "Oh, I'm embarrassed." Like, find out the story. Find out the story first. Find out what's going on first. Then make an informed decision. That's why I don't have a problem saying, hey, let it play out and make an informed decision. Yeah, and the revenue loss is not your problem. Listen, okay, like this right here. No, I see. I didn't say that, dickhead. Like Jason, I didn't say it. I didn't say it's not on the player or it's not on the coaches. I just said it was on the coaches. I just said it was on the coaches. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, block. Listen, block this, Lauren. Block that person right now. I just sat there and said it's on the coaches to instill discipline and urgency. And that comment right there says you are just in here to attack. You're just in here to get a quote or to get a comment off. Jason, Lauren, please block that person right there. That's like I said, that's stupid. I just sat here and I've been telling you the entire show tonight. Sorry for my language. I apologize for my language. I apologize for my language towards Jason. But Jason, you gotta go because you're being stupid. Jason McGrew. Yeah, you don't really deserve to be in here. Sorry, I'm way behind. Nick Campbell, football's fun. Embrace the suck. Yeah, that had nothing to do with X and O's. Mac for interim. That's pretty funny. Listen, Mac didn't like the toxicity of the fan base. Don't forget about that. Didi, Mac didn't like the toxic fan base. You remember that too. Like I said, yeah. Like I said, I don't like the opinion. Got too much talent to lose to Chattanooga. Trey White is iffy because he's getting away with being iffy. Gosh darn. Debbie K, I hate that your birthday has to go down like this. Hold on. Did I miss you? I didn't think I missed anybody. So, listen, sorry about the language, but just like, dude, I'm giving you my perspective. Cheers. Stay safe in Kuwait. Hold on, I'm catching up, y'all. We have to ask the question: did he or did he not? That's the new. That's the new T-shirt. Listen. I'm sad about that. You think that was player blaming? You think? Listen, if I tell you that he's not being harsh enough on the players and not properly motivating the players, how is that player blaming? Are you really asking that question, or are you just trying to like get in the chat and start commotion? What do you mean? Discipline. Yeah, discipline. Yeah. He's like I said, he's been watching pros. Look, Alexis was like, actually, both of my kids were like, he's been watching a lot of pros at Kentucky and in the NBA with a lot of promoters. Mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Allie Jack, don't do that to him. Okay, Allie Jack, think about this. Go back and look at the roster of the people who played over Kenny Payne when he was a freshman. Be fair. Go back and look at who played over Kenny Payne when he was a freshman. Like, even when he got drafted, Kenny Payne sat behind Charles Barkley and Dr. J. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, kind of a little slap. Like, I feel you. Nice ain't the word I want to use. You gotta turn up his motor. Yeah, Patino said, I'll kill you. Okay, when you say it doesn't matter, okay, what if he tightens up his discipline? What if they start winning a lot more games? Are you gonna just say, "Oh, it doesn't matter"? Look, he changed his coaching style. He grew up. He grew up a little bit. He got better. Are you just gonna fire him because you're mad at him? Yeah, that's why Rick Pitino got fired. That's why Tom Durs got fired. That's why Rexy Karma got fired. We fired a bunch of people because we were emotional. He got to do better. Yep, I listen. I will say that you got to up the consequence. It does not look like there's a lot of consequences. Hold on, let me try to catch up. Good thing establishing discipline isn't on coaching. No. Good thing establishing discipline isn't on coaching. Well, I just said that's on him. That's exactly what I said. I said it's on him to establish that. You bring your competency to limits. I agree with that. Listen, all the coaches at Louisville got railroaded pretty good. I don't know, man. Taylor, I don't know. Rex, you know what? Rex could coach And in my opinion, Rex got some things taken out of context. Like if I made a joke about Danilo, you know, saying he might not look like the part, but he is the part, and somebody said, I'm offended by what you said about Danilo, and then you went to the papers and ran with it, it's like, to me, I think that's how Rex went down. In my opinion, my dealings with Rex. Like, I've known Rex for 20 years. But sometimes you say things that get you, get you fired. Coach Payne is not a Bobby Knight at all. No, here's the problem. Here's the problem. He's been mean for 15 years. But, you get the Louisville job and you care so much that you kind of like, you get emotionally attached to your players. He wasn't emotionally attached the same way at Kentucky or at New York or somewhere else. But it's like a parent. You spoil your own kids. You can be a teacher. A teacher can be harsh on somebody else's kids. They might spoil their own kids. They care about their own kids more than they care about somebody else. But, it's just like, what you gonna do? Yeah, a particular game. Okay, like this one. I feel you. Okay, what if I said this? Kenny Payne would be a great hire. He coached at KCD. You know what people would do to me? Listen, but here's the problem. Mark Lieberman can coach some basketball. But the reason I say I stay away from narratives, because I know Mark Lieberman knows what he's talking about. Now, if Mark Lieberman were the coach and Kenny Payne, what if Kenny Payne started breaking down the film of the TBT and while we lost in the TBT? You could do the same thing. So what I'm saying is, Lieberman knows what he's talking about. Marcus knows what he's talking about. Kenny Payne knows what he's talking about. Everybody just has to have the right way of motivating their players to listen. So yeah, like it's not any shade at Lieberman or me or Kenny Payne. It's just it's getting it done and it's not getting it done. Kenny Payne is not getting it done right now. So yeah, like think about it. If I said, okay, KCD good coach or highest paid assistant in the NBA or highest paid assistant for 10 years at Kentucky, I mean, you would say we can all say anybody's qualified. We can say I'm qualified. I've been on the radio watching this team for however many years straight. I can say I'm qualified. I've probably watched more film on Louisville than anybody. I can say I'm qualified. I can point out all the mistakes that everybody makes. Okay, so see, I didn't know y'all were in here having that debate already. Let me just catch it. Hold on. Ooh, hold on. Who did I just see? Did I just? Wait a minute. Who got who wants to get unblocked? Who should get unblocked? Who got blocked? pretty funny. Fair enough. That's pretty funny. Hold on. Yeah, I would start substituting based on who's playing the hardest because that's the only way you're going to motivate your more talented guys, your Brandons, your JJs, your Treys, is you start playing the young roster because they're playing a lot harder. Like I said, I do understand this emotional night. Um, yeah, but here's the thing. Even with the copping thing, it's not about if they win or lose. It's about what they look like. Like it's not. I'm not looking at the score and the stats. I mean, of course, you can't lose to Coppin State, but you got to sub. You got to sub with urgency. You got to sub based on screw ups and who's playing hard and who's not. So when I go watch the Coppin State game, I'm not going to be looking at the score. Of course, you should win. I'm going to be looking at the substitution pattern. I'm going to be looking at the basic fundamentals. Who's getting in trouble for not doing what they're supposed to do? You can't beat Coppin State by enough. No, it's not the staff. Yeah, Thomas, that's a great point. That's a great point. Then there's that. Fair enough. Some people are tough on their own kids, and some people give their kids all these excuses. So I feel what you're saying. I don't think so. Hold on, I caught up. You don't think Nolan knows basketball? You okay? Okay, what are qualifications? You don't think Nolan Smith? He was an assistant at Duke. He played at Duke. He played in the NBA. You don't think he knows what he's talking about at all? You. You don't think Nolan knows what he's talking about? KP buddies? No, listen, don't do the backhand compliment at the end. You don't think there's enough people on the staff that know basketball? You don't think Nolan Smith knows basketball? Are you joking? Hold on. hold on. Hold on. I mean, are you in here just like you want to argue with me because you're mad? Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, I don't want to sit around arguing with you. Like I want them to get better. I want them to win. I don't want to argue about Kenny Payne or Nolan Smith or like. Look, I'm here to argue. I'm here to tell you that part. That part is a little, player centric. That part's coach centric. I'm here to tell you what I know as an expert. Listen, right now, Coach Payne's motivation is not about the X's and O's. Right now, his discipline / motivation is not where it needs to be. His discipline of the players, his motivation of the players is not where it needs to be. It's not about his X. Like I say, you can try to make a story. Do that all you want. That's not the story right now. The story right now is if you give up a rebound, you're coming out the game. If I see, listen, when I tell you, you can watch a player fall or decide not to fall. And if you watch a player fall instead of deciding not to fall, you got to take him out the game. He is not taking them out the game when he needs to. That doesn't mean he's an idiot. That doesn't mean he's in over his head. That means the path he is choosing right now is leading to losses. It's like deciding to go for it on fourth and 3. I would always go for it on 4th and 3, but I would be ridiculed for believing in my team, right? If it's 4th and 3 on the 50-yard line, I've watched my guys practice this play. I should believe my guys can execute that play. So my confidence in my players says we should get it on 4th and 3. That's not, listen, on this right now, he's not harsh enough on the players. And my expert opinion. Yank that NIL money or defend. Fair enough, Jeff. See, Red State, he was a good kicker at first. Listen, it's like free throw shooting. You can have a good free throw shooter miss a couple of free throws. Kicking is like free throw shooting. It's easy to hit, but it's easy to miss. Listen, look, I didn't say anything about not having potential. I didn't say anything about not. Hold on. Jinky talking about the perks of winning the battle. Oh, that's pretty funny. When the UK grads came here, they said they couldn't believe Coach Payne wasn't choking anybody. Somebody got popped again? Oh. What? My family? Shit. Hey, our fucks. I'm the brokest person in my family. I'm the brokest person in my family. My family got money. I don't. I wish they would pay me. Hey, our fucks, I wish they would pay me to support the football team or the basketball team or the baseball team. They should pay me for all the shit I put up with. Listen, Jalen doing his thing. My dad got Porsches and Lexuses and big houses, and Cameron's doing his thing, and everybody's doing their thing. I'm broke. I'm broke. I got a webcam, a computer, and this gold microphone. And look, and the third most valuable thing I own is probably my Jeff Brom signed bottles. My computer, my camera, and my Jeff Brom signed bottles. That's the only thing I got of value. I wish I got paid. I get paid? Was that a block or was that a timeout? Listen, was that a block or a timeout? Yeah, it's like and again, the point still is, I never blame a coach for thinking he can get 3 yards. If I was on my 10-yard line, I should be able to get 3 yards. Sorry. I should be able to get 3 yards. I will never blame a coach. I wasn't mad at Jeff Brom against Pittsburgh. I don't blame coaches for saying I can get 3 yards. If the basketball coach thinks he wants to let his player play through it, I can say, hey, coach, that's a bad decision, but I feel you. But at some point, they don't do it. You got to say, okay, that's tough. To be honest, the reason I don't worry about recruits is because I think that coach knows you got to get transfers now. If you don't get a top 15 recruit, it needs to be a transfer. Yeah, I get the question. If we don't start tracking deflections better, if we don't start tracking deflections better and tracking rebounds better, we're gonna suck. Allie, there is no doubt my dad is taking everything on my hat. He's taking everything I own. Yeah, I don't think that's an issue. I mean, there's some nastiness. There's some nastiness that has a race element, but I don't think that's a big. Shout out to the secretary, Diana Long. I ain't saying, hey, Jalen, are you crazy? Hold on. Josh, cheers. Gosh darn it. This is a tough night. This is a tough night. If I'm already down to the second glass, this was tough. Lou, I don't think Kenny Payne. That's a good point. I did take the focus right. Teach it, don't preach it. Yeah, that's the thing. Listen, it doesn't matter how angry I am. Listen, Josh Hurd is letting him have this season. Every other coach in America is going to be licking their chops. Every coach is going to try to use Louisville as a way to get a bonus or an example. And he's going to get this here. He will not do it. Yeah. If we don't change our substitution philosophy, it's going to be big trouble. It's a fact. If the substitution philosophy doesn't change and the treadmill workout, listen, it's all good. Life is good now. Life is good. Hold on. Oh, yes. Everybody, because here's the problem. Everybody who hates Kenny Payne is going to start throwing out all these names, these fake names, and all these coaches are going to get raises. Guaranteed. Every name y'all hear before, everything you hear before January is going to be a fake name and somebody trying to get a raise or a job. Every name you hear before January is going to be fake names or people trying to get raises and trying to screw Louisville out of some money. To your point, lack of fundamentals is bad, but the reinforcement of fundamentals has to be on Coach Payne. But the younger guys seem to have more fundamentals. Again, we go back to Coach Payne. You're letting the older guys get away without reinforcing the fundamentals. Telling somebody the fundamentals is different from reinforcing. Reinforcing means punishment. Yeah, like you see some improvement, but you need dramatic improvement. There's a fine line between doing it your way and changing. And like, I feel you. I feel what you're saying, but you need to change a lot. I need to change a lot. Coach needs to change a lot. Sometimes we do it. Sometimes we're stubborn. He's being stubborn, and if he doesn't change it, he's not going to be the coach. If he doesn't change it, he's not going to be the coach. If you don't change what you're stubborn about, you're not going to have a girlfriend or a wife. If I don't change what I need to change, I'm not going to have. Look, if I don't change something, I'm going to be in here chilling by myself all the time. We all need to change something. Yeah. Yeah, if you can't get the team to gel, if you can't get the team to play urgent and motivated, it's all gonna fall in them. What I'm telling you right now is Josh Hurd is doing his part by letting him play it out. Everybody around, no coaches. Listen, the assistant coaches are not trying to undercut him. There's not people trying to undercut Coach Payne. Josh Hurd is supporting Coach Payne. He's going to give him every chance that he needs. So if you can make an evaluation, Josh Hurd is going to have a clear cut. It worked or it didn't. Yeah, it's not something. It's not like nobody. Like I said, nobody's undermining. You have a chance. You got talent here. You can't lose to Chattanooga. If you lose to Chattanooga and you don't look in the mirror and start fighting the fucking reins, you're gonna get fired. Because the fan base got eyeballs. You know what these timeouts are. Yeah, Ali Jack, young fella from Virginia. He's good. Right? Yeah, it's like beating Boston College, and Boston College is now bowl eligible. Somebody look. It might be Wade Houston. It might be Junior Bridgman. It might be Maven. Everybody's telling them, dude. You know what we all see the same thing, but you believe nurturing versus discipline. We're gonna watch that play out. No. Listen, Nick, what you're saying is right. To help win games, maybe we should play some zone. But in reality, you got athletes. You got talent. You should not need to play zone for Chattanooga. And if you need to play zone, there's a big problem. So no, Nick, I wouldn't let him play zone. As a fan, I would not let him play zone. No, with this talent, if you can't play man-to-man and beat Chattanooga without a zone is a cheat. I would say if you need a zone to beat Chattanooga, you can't be the coach here. And nobody wants him to succeed more than me. Nobody wants him to succeed more than me. But if you don't tighten up on the discipline, if you don't tighten up on the urgency, I'll be sad that you didn't work as a coach. But everybody got eyeballs. I can't tell y'all not to see what you see. Yeah. I won't tell anybody to close your eyes. Listen, I'll tell you what's coaching, what's where. I'll tell you what's good, what's bad. I'll tell you positive, because everybody forgets what's positive. I'll tell you what's positive, what's negative. But yeah, if I need to play a zone to beat Chattanooga, there's a big fucking problem. Yeah, listen, I know what you're saying. It looks to you like he doesn't have it in him. I understand that. If he doesn't come out, if we don't dominate on the defensive or on the rebounds, if we don't substitute based on urgency, then listen, DD, you and I will have a drink together and we'll say, and you know I'll say, man, I can't believe he let that happen. And we'll talk about whatever new coach is. But I'll do like Josh Hurt. I'll give him a chance to prove he can't get it done. He got his opportunity. You get your opportunity to get it done. You don't do it, you don't do it. If I watch, listen, because I can see micro aggressions. I can see micro lack of hustle. I know what 2 steps look like when you don't want to hustle back. When you don't want to hustle back on defense, you take 2 extra steps and then you turn around and get back on defense. I can see those 2 steps. Those 2 steps say, okay, you're not playing hard. You can see those 2 steps. I learned from Davenport. I know what 2 steps of non-hustle looks like. I know in Division I basketball, every person can see 2 steps of non-hustle. 1 step, not getting under the screen or over the screen. It's all about 1 step for me, 2 steps for me. I can see it. If you can't change that culture, you're not going to be the coach. Because everybody who knows basketball can see what 2 lazy steps does. Everybody. Yeah, I don't do the name calling. I don't do the nastiness. Yeah, 2 steps means a lot. And if film, listen. Red State. I sat in a film room with Troy Escalade Jackson and Scott Davenport. Coach Scott Davenport on one side and Troy Escalade Jackson on the other side, right? And every time a shot went up, right? And if the ball was going the other way, Troy would do this little skip and then he would start running. We were preparing for Antoine Jameson of North Carolina. And as soon as the ball went one way, Antoine Jameson would stick his head down and he would run exactly like Emmanuel Okorafor. I've never seen somebody run the basket. Rim, it's called rim running. I've not seen somebody rim run like Antoine Jameson until I seen Well, I mean, it's probably a couple. Emmanuel Okorafor rim runs remind me of Antoine Jameson. So when we're in film room, Antoine Jameson was somebody when North Carolina got a rebound, Antoine would run as hard as he could, and he would look over his shoulder because he would think the ball was coming. When there was a change of possession, Troy Jackson would do this one skip and then he would run, right? And Coach Davenport, he showed like 10 times where Troy Escalade Jackson would do this skip and then he start running. And he would be like, David Troy, just that. Why are you skipping? Why are you skipping? Your first step better be a full sprint if we're going to play you. And we laughed and laughed because every time Coach Davenport showed Troy Escalade Jackson, he would skip. He would skip and then he would run. He would skip and then he would run. And we watched like 7 plays where he would skip and then he would run. Meanwhile, they would show Antoine Jameson and he would just like, he's gone. And Davenport would be on him. So when you watch film, and again, Davenport is a Hall of Fame head coach. He's a Hall of Fame assistant. He's a Hall of Fame level coach, high school coach. He's a Hall of Famer. So Davenport would show you 2 lazy steps. 2 lazy steps. When you fall on the ground lazy, 2 lazy steps. You know this. Everybody over there in the locker room knows this. If they're not cutting out the lazy steps, they won't be here. So yeah, Davenport showing Troy Escalade Jackson lazy steps. It always made everybody laugh. But that was just 2 lazy steps. Brandon and JJ showed 5 lazy steps, 4 or 5 lazy steps. It can't work. It can't work. With 5 lazy steps, it can't work. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he would say. Davenport would say, "What are you doing? Getting in gear?" Listen, that's exactly what Davenport would say. What do you got to get in first gear to run? And we just laugh and laugh and laugh. But yes, you get the point. Yeah, that's exactly what he was saying. Yeah, Davenport would talk about getting in gear all the time. Okay, get out of here, y'all. Get out of here. Listen. Get out all your negative. Hit the like button at least on your way out the door. I want the whole world to get the YouTube channel. And listen, if y'all commented in here tonight, make sure you hit the like button so people see your anger. If you pissed off and you want everybody to know you pissed off and you want to go viral, hit the like button. That's the only way your message is going to get out either.